The next fight that we have here is gonna be some more proven products. So Charles Jourdain versus Sean Woodson. This is gonna be the fight in the featherweight division. Charles Jourdain, he is right now 15-6-1. He's 3-2 in his last five. He's actually coming off of that submission victory over Ricardo Ramos, I think a few months ago. So pretty good win for him. He's fighting against Sean Woodson, 10-1-1. He's coming off of that uh, just thorough, decisive decision victory over Dennis Bazooka. Sean will be the slightly older fighter here, and he's going to have a 9-inch reach advantage, just to let the people know. And also, obviously, he's going to be a much taller guy. Sean Woodson, actually, Charles Jourdain is a minus 183 favorite right now. So he opened up at a minus 135. So some people have been putting some favored odds on Charles Jourdain here. Um, Charles is a very entertaining and fun fighter to watch for me. Like, I really like watching his style just because he, kind of is balls out, always pumps out volume. I think that he wants to be in your face as well. So that's another entertaining part about him. He's able to move pretty well in the cage and mixes in his punches and kicks. So he does a really good job of using a front kick to push his opponents back when he's kind of moving forward as well. Charles, his grappling is also pretty good. I think he doesn't have the best takedown defense, but he's able to scramble and kind of transition well in grappling exchanges when they happen. I think he's also is able to threaten his opponents in submissions and is active off his back. And Sean Woodson, he comes from more of a boxing background, and it kind of shows. I think that he is able to use his huge reach advantage pretty well and height in most cases, especially at 145. Good boxing technique, manages range pretty well, has a quick jab, and he uses that jab to work in combos. He's also able to kick as well, which I think surprises people at times because his boxing credentials, you assume this guy's like all hands, but I think he's been able to do a pretty good job of just mixing some kicks. And he's able to unload in flurries when his opponent is cornered on the back foot. And in the last fight, he showed a lot of improvement, which is something that I really like. He showed a lot of grappling in the last fight. He already has a solid 80% takedown defense, which is something that he uses all the time because most people would want to try to take this guy down. But I think last fight he unleashed a few takedowns on Dennis Bazooka, right? He was taking this guy down, kind of controlling him, beating him up. So I also think that he has the frame and the arms to threaten with chokes. He hasn't really shown that sub tendencies or skills in the UFC thus far, but I feel like he has the frame for it. This does seem like another kind of difficult fight to predict for me. I think that Woodson, if you look at his record, he's had more trouble with fighters that have a similar frame to him, like a Saldana and then a Julian Erosa, right? Both of those guys are kind of tall and lanky, and I think he lost that fight to Saldana, but it was ended up being a draw because Saldana just took the foot off the gas when he had Woodson kind of in trouble there. And in the Rosa fight, I think Rosa was doing pretty well in that fight too. So at the moment, I'm just gonna lean towards Sean by decision right now. I'm not too confident in that, but I think that he will be able to land quicker and frustrate Jourdain on the feet and on the ground, kind of similar to how Shane Burgos beat Charles Jourdain, right? I think something similar could happen there. So the pick here is Woodson by decision. I'm not too confident though, so I'm not going to play it. But I think it should be a pretty entertaining fight because Charles Jourdain is always an entertaining fight. Alex, what do you think about this fight between Woodson and Jourdain here?
So, I think this is definitely a big step up in competition for Woodson. Um, we've seen Sean Woodson hurt bad in his fight against Saldana, as you mentioned. Um, Saldana, interestingly, was also a pretty long fighter. As you said, pretty tall and lanky for his weight class. So Saldana had a 73-inch reach advantage compared to Woodson's 78-inch reach. And I make that point because, although it shows, that although Woodson is very unusually long and rangy. He will engage in the pocket with his opponents. Jourdain has a 69-inch reach, and so although that is shorter than Saldana's 73-inch reach, I think he will have opportunities to hurt Woodson. But like you said, I actually do also think that Sean Woodson has like some sneaky good takedown defense. Um, but I think if Woodson is controlling the octagon and moving forward, which I think he will do, um, I think Jourdain should kind of time takedowns and get top control.
Hmm.
So my pick here is Jourdain. I think he's fought the better competition. So and I think that he has some paths to victory here, but also not 100% confident. So yeah, that's the pick.
Yeah, 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 man. It seems like a running theme throughout the card so far. So hopefully get us some locks somewhere around here. So